Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I've been ranting a lot about being healthy and not being sick during the course of winter, and I'll stop soon enough so as not to bore you. But before I let that go, I want to show you my chicken noodle soup recipe only because it's going to really help you if you're ill or feeling unwell during these winter weeks, months. Because if you're in Canada, you have 6 months of winter, and if you're in California, you have 1 week of winter yearly. But that aside, this dish it's so easy to make and it's so much better for you than the store-bought stuff. Let's get to it.
It's time for Galaxy Hootie Go! For your ingredients, you need 1 bunch of celery, 4 onions, 1 pound of carrots, 2 quarts or 8 cups of chicken stock, some salt and some pepper for taste, and 1 large stock pot to put it all in. Put the stock in your pot over a medium-high heat, and then go ahead and dice your onions and just add them straight in. The reason we want to add our onions first is because have you ever had chicken noodle soup where you've had crunchy onions? No, me neither. Crunchy onions are disgusting, an abomination, and should be purged from existence. Okay, I was wondering. So that wasn't 4 onions, but here, the Onion Land Schlader. Plenty of tears, destruction, and misery, and you're done with that. Afterwards, add your celery. You want that to cook down as well. Crunchy celery is also kind of gross, unless you're having ants on a log, and I don't know anyone over the age of 10 who has it. So if you eat ants on a log, please leave me a comment below. Last but certainly not least, cut up your carrots into about 1 centimeter pieces and then go ahead and throw them in on top of everything else. You want to give your vegetables as much time as possible to soften. Remember to keep your pan at a medium-high heat. You're going to see a little bubbling. That's totally fine. You want everything not to be super mushy, but to be quite soft, because when you're sick, you don't want to be chopping through gross raw food when you could be having a nice, relaxing, soft soup. It's interesting when you compare your own homemade chicken soup to the store-bought stuff, because it comes out in this weird kind of cloudy soup layer that is indicative that not only has it been sitting a while, but it's got a lot more salt than you probably need, and those preservatives are not good for you. So that's why I prefer, when I'm sick, to make myself a big batch of this, especially with flu season here. Make sure you mix everything like you see me doing here. I know it's very riveting to watch, but is a necessary component of making sure all your vegetables are cooking evenly on all sides. Depending on how soft you like your chicken, you can either add it now or wait about 10 minutes for the vegetables to soften and then add it then. The reason I'm adding it now is I want it to get a little mushier just so it blends in with the textures of all the vegetables I'm putting it with. But if you don't like lightly overcooked chicken in your chicken noodle soup, then like I said, go ahead and wait, everything will be fine. This dish is very flexible. Also, a friendly reminder, in case you missed this week's soliloquy, make sure to take good care of yourself during this flu season. I know that the weather's getting colder and people drink less water and take just generally less care of themselves than they do in summer, but it is really important that you treat yourself well because you don't want to be sick. Who likes being sick? Honestly, nobody, not even people who are sick, because being stuck in bed all day is horribly boring. But, I mean, at least you get homemade chicken noodle soup. Am I right, or am I right? Now you're going to add generous amounts of salt and pepper to your chicken noodle soup. Remember that your version is going to be a lot less over-seasoned than the store-bought one, so make sure you flavor it how you like. If you've added the raw chicken here, make sure to give the chicken a little time to cook before you dip in a spoon to taste it, just to avoid any gross stuff that might still be living on the chicken, though honestly, like I've said in past videos, food safety really is at an all-time high, so I wouldn't be too worried about it. Also, I guess it is snowing now with the amount of salt. This looks fantastic though, I'm not gonna lie. Look at all those beautiful colors. I mean, the chicken really isn't a color. Is white the absence of color, or is it all colors? I always confuse white and black. Someone leave me a comment below, let me know if white is the absence of color or not. And now pasta time. Get a pot full of water, set it on high heat, and then wait for it to boil before dumping in all of that beautiful pasta. Look at that. Oh, that's so precious. Then make sure you mix it initially before you let it boil for the 8 to 10 minutes. The reason being, you don't want it to stick together and become this gross, disgusting, combobulated mess. Again, once your pasta is done, make sure that you test it by chewing on a little piece and then seeing if there's any grit between your teeth. If there's no grit, that means you are done. Congratulations, you are ready to go.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for.
Dish yourself a huge helping of pasta and then go ahead and drown that pasta in your chicken vegetable sauce mix, and there you go.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and then go ahead and leave me a comment down below or follow me on social media if you haven't already. There's going to be a button that appears here. Make sure to click that to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Always remember though, stick with me and you'll never go hungry again!